Hello my gorgeous Gemini, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you my gorgeous Gemini, and it's in between the 4th and the actual 10th of July 2022. When it comes to the beginning of this week, you need to understand, my lord, like the more you talk, the more you communicate, the more you open yourself up from the beginning of this week, more you are going to actually achieve. On one hand, you are going to have such an amazing magical way to actually talk, the magical way to express yourself, and you're gonna feel like you're on top of the world. And the more you talk and the more you express yourself, the more ideas you're going to have, the more you're gonna grow internally, and the more you're gonna realize that you are getting very, very close to like one of the most significant stages of your life. So it's not only about communication from the beginning of the week, it's not only about you expressing yourself, but it's also about you testing the water, and it's also about you like kind of exploring as many opportunities as you possibly can. So it's about you getting yourself out there. And you know what, let me tell you something, the more you think like, oh no, the things are more difficult, more weird and more bizarre, you know what, use this to your own advantage and understand that the power is always within you. It always has been and it always will be, no matter what. Just always remember this. The beginning of this week is also bringing you such an important mental strength and courage and clarity. Why? Because you are going to have a specific message. You're going to get a specific message, and this in itself is going to open your eyes. It's going to give you almost immediately like, wow, like the whole new sense of direction, but at the same time somebody quite quirky and somebody quite interesting. Like later on, it's going to confirm this to you. Somebody very quirky and interesting. I think someone who is like in your life, who is very spiritual and who is very often quite strange in the eyes of like lots of other people, because maybe lots of other people cannot lots of other people cannot understand that particular person. So I'm just trying to kind of help you out to figure out who this is. But the bottom line is, you know, that message is going to give you so much of a mental strength, so much of the actual clarity, and that in itself is going to give you like courage, you know, the greatest courage ever. But also it's going to show you the way, baby, when it comes to having a strategy. Just remember about the strong communication, but also at the same time you are going to have such a strong sense of you wanting to declare something. And if you feel like a declaration, but this is going to feel so good. You need to understand, my gorgeous Gemini, as soon as you become aware of this declaration, this is also going to be the time when you are going to plant a little spiritual seed, and you're not even gonna realize this, you're not gonna be aware of this, how powerful, what a powerful moment in time this is going to be. But you will see exactly what am I talking about, because by the time you get to the actual May and June and July 2023, by the time you get to May, June and July 2023, this part of your life is going to explode in the best possible way, and it's going to show you the way how to make the most of this life indeed. So you see what a powerful stage you're actually entering. So also on another hand, my gorgeous Gemini, you know, it's just like basically people in your life are really gonna there is someone specific in your life that maybe you had a certain problems with, you had a certain disagreements with, somebody very close to you, and you need to work on this. You need to do absolutely everything that's in your power to try to reconnect with that particular person again. It's like a family member, but you know what I mean, you don't choose your family, you know, you just try to understand people. You try to like kind of see and understand that people are sometimes different, and people are sometimes like kind of seeing things from a different perspective. So try to see who you can kind of like really work on this relationship, because there is a specific relationship in your life that it's highlighted here and that you need to work on, my gorgeous Gemini, and somebody who means to you so much. And I can see that person is also like kind of going to play an important role when it comes to the resolution of the certain problem that was created in between you two. So you have got an absolutely mind-blowing chance to deal with this and to make to have the best possible outcomes, because I'm seeing the resolution here. And I wouldn't be talking about someone who's just like haven't got any significance in your life. it's of course someone who's like connected to you and your family, and you know, whether you believe this or not, whether you don't know this or not, but this was affecting your own happiness. So this person means to you, so it's important to do this. So I'm telling you that, you know, it's all about the resolution that you're going to have, and this is going to make you feel so much happier, because I can see the happiness and I can see the contentment here. So this has been affecting you, so that's why I'm saying to you that this is so important, you know. And it's going to help you also at the same time that the beginning of this week, what you're going to realize, you know, there was something very specific on your mind over the last 3 months that was like really kind of bothering you and affecting you in so many different ways, and it's to do with lots of things on the outside. So that lots of things on the outside started to kind of affect you. So what is this beginning of this week? It's also going to bring you the moment where you are actually going to be able to look at your own world from a different perspective. Okay, look at your own world from a different perspective. And once you do this, my God, the wait is going to be over, because this is going to make you feel very creative. This is going to inspire you, but it's also going to start the period and the stage where the actual wait is over, and it's going to reveal an important little sacrifice that you are going to need to make. But this sacrifice, I shouldn't even name it as a sacrifice, because it's the part of your life that just doesn't make sense anymore, does not serve you anymore. So it's nicely and gently came to an end. So it's nothing to worry about. It's just something that karmically came to an end, but it's pretty much so to do with your immediate lifestyle. It's to do with your immediate environment, and it's to do with the need for you to kind of change things around you. Why are you not doing them? You see what I mean? The mid part of this week, my gorgeous Gemini, is just like a basically, it's like a, you know, oh God, I don't want to sound like a dark la, but it's just a bit of like a, some kind of like a negative news that you're going to hear this. But this negative news that you're going to hear, it's like what you need to understand, that it's to do with the part of your life. Please don't get me wrong, I don't want to be like a dark lala, but it's to do with the part of your life what you need to go through, you know, in order to understand what you don't understand. But on another hand, it's also to do with the darkest, you know, time before the actual dawn, you know. So it's the darkest before the actual dawn, but at the same time, this is what you need to understand, because that negative news or a negative message is also the period and the stage which is making you aware sorry that this stage is slowly coming to an end. And now this is going to give you a chance to kind of like really think, and it's going to put you in the like a mode of being indecisive, and that in itself is going to confuse you a little bit, but then again it's going to really prevent that confusion. It's actually quite good, because it's like a very specific state of mind, which is on another hand going to prevent you from the actual jumping to conclusions, and that in itself, it's going to start the process of the actual your own creativity, where you're going to feel a very much so really powerful artistic flow, and it's going to reflect on things that makes you feel really good about yourself, things that you love doing, things that you love expressing yourself with. It really depends, but that in itself you need to pay attention to. So for example, if you like painting, you're going to be painting. If you like hoovering, you're going to be hoovering. If you like dancing, baby, you're going to be dancing. You know, it really depends, but I'm talking about that specific creative flow that you're going to feel when you create a really magical energy, and you have a very kind of specific connection with the universe and with your own psychic feelings, with your own intuition. So that in itself, it's also going to be the moment which is going to bring you really unique psychic and intuitive message. So let's say you are hoovering and you love hoovering, you love expressing yourself like that, la la la, you're singing something, whatever, you're thinking about something, and then suddenly you just realize your mind is going there, going all sorts of directions, you know, when it comes to your own reflection. And this is so needed in your life. So this is the psychic and intuitive message that I'm talking about, that you're going to receive through your own creative and artistic flow. But at the same time, you know, it is going to make you aware of this progress in your life that you wouldn't kind of be aware of before. And this is important. You see what I mean? It's going to make you aware of the progress that you wouldn't be aware of before. And it's so much needed. This essence, this spiritual essence is so needed in your life at this moment in time. So it's about you being aware of like a very much so steady progress in your life, but you're also going to become aware of the more like a kind of a hard work ahead of you. But at this moment in time, you will know it's time to just go for it. It's time to just do it, literally. But at the same time, do not forget to like about sticking to the plan. Okay, stick to the plan, stick to the plan, stick to the plan. Okay, the last part of this week, my gorgeous Gemini, is just like basically it's more about the actual this enthusiasm that you're gonna feel. So you see what I mean? So it's all about the sorry, the last part of this week, it's all about the the fresh inspiration and enthusiasm that you're going to feel. But then again, this is all going to lead towards you to explore. You will need to explore, but this exploration, it's also at the same time gonna require from you to start something new, like a new project, new direction. But then again, roughly at around a similar time, there are gonna be some breaking news that you're gonna become aware of, and that in itself, it's only going to confirm to you that this is exactly what you should be doing. And it's also going to confirm to you that putting in time and effort right now, it's going to be basically become very soon the time when you're going to be reaping your own rewards as well. So it's all about like making and being aware of the right investment at this moment in time in your life. Okay, so it's all about like you becoming aware of rather long-term strategy, but also having the power to kind of like understand that you also need to be patient as well. This in itself is going to give you like a time to like kind of like to get a different perspective. You know, you're gonna feel like, oh, you want to pause a little bit, delay and wait. And this is absolutely brilliant, because on one hand, it's going to give you time to kind of get a different perspective. But then on another hand, it's going to show the actual voluntary sacrifice, you know, at the same time, this voluntary sacrifice. So there are a couple of sacrifices here, but they are good, because this voluntary sacrifice is also going to come in form of you know, on one hand, letting go, but certain things, but on another hand, accepting certain things. And this is going to open your eyes, and it's going to help you out so much with the actual internal blockage that you've had so far, that was making you to worry naturally, especially when it comes to like a worry about loss, or worry about, oh, not doing the right thing, or what if I just do this and then I lose so much, you know, and things like that. Sometimes you just have to be brave. Sometimes you just have to be strong. This is where your power is, you know. It's required from us to kind of test things in life, to explore as much as we can, but it must come from us. Okay, so that we give our chance to ourselves and our spirit and our soul to learn as much as we can within this earthly experience that we are all having. You're rather gonna like make a wrong decision and learn from it than just listen to someone else, and then by listening to someone else and doing what someone else wants you to do, you give your power away. So you have to return to yourself. It's time to come home to yourself, to your spirit, to your soul, my gorgeous Gemini, because it's all about you kind of like going through this spiritual recovery period, and also understanding exactly what was creating an imbalance in your life. Okay, my gorgeous Gemini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Gemini. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.